Hey guys, it's Viewmaster's Reaction, and we're back with Campaign 2, Episode 70, Causatum. I actually looked up Causatum because I'd never heard or seen this word before. I'm like, is there actually a word that I've never heard of, or is it their own word in Critical Role? I was thinking it was like causation or something like that. I looked it up, and there's a guy that has a video pronouncing the word. It's literally like a 15-second video of the dude just pronouncing the word over and over. And I've got to assume it's based off Critical Role because I only saw it dealing with Critical Role when I typed it in Google. Either way, he just repeats it like 10 times. He just goes Causatum, Causatum, Causatum. So that is the word. I wasn't sure. I assume that's the way it's pronounced, but either way, that is the episode's name. In the Patreon Hour exclusive and the 30 minutes we watched in the live stream, we got a lot of conversing between our groups. We had some between Bo and Jester. We had Jester scrying to see Yasha rise Oban from the dead, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know exactly what you'd call it, but Oban is back. We already knew it from the live stream that this would be happening, but I didn't know how long it would take till we knew, if we ever did know, until we saw Oban again. But because of a level 5th scrying ability, we immediately see Oban come back. And Yasha looks like she intentionally did it, has a grin on her face, but we partially should, or if not should, know that she is possibly being mind controlled. Is she being mind controlled to be the good person we know her to be, or is she being mind controlled to be the bad person? We are hoping for the best, but none of us know her enough, and multiple times now Yasha has attacked us. Now granted, it always has to do with somebody that is using some form of mind control, but we don't know what is going on deep down inside. I have to assume, and I don't know if this is obvious, but I have to assume she was created as the orphan maker by mind control. I mean, we really don't know, meaning myself. I really don't know 100% confirmation that is the case. I feel like, if anything, I am swayed by the fact that I am assuming that Ashley Johnson is our friend, therefore Yasha is our friend, but it could just as easily be a gigantic trick. And Yasha really is bad this whole time. I don't think that is the case, but who knows? Beyond that, Ford has been walking around now in disguise as a bugbear, trying to find an officer or a guard with more plumage so we could relay a message to warn these people that the Laughing Hand and Oban and Yasha are on their way, and a lot of people could die. We are just kind of sitting tight because we have less than 24 hours to go meet the Bright Queen. We've kind of showed people, like, yo, we know the Bright Queen. Tal'dorei did legend lore on the sword, and we got a lot of information. We should be going to the kiln. We're going to first talk to the Bright Queen. We have 22 hours, give or take. And I guess let's just jump in and we'll see what we got. We only got about 17 minutes before the break and then the live stream. We're also doing Escape from Bloodkeep on Sunday, but by the time you see this, it will have already happened. If you are following along with Escape from Bloodkeep, there will be a live stream once a month. June, July, August, and August. We'll finish it up right before I go to Dragon Con. If you guys want to see more of what I do, in the description of every video is a link for Patreon. You'll see these Patreon Hour exclusive for every episode in full. Vox Machina Season 1 and 2. We're in the middle of Always Sunny Season 16. Just finished Barry, Ted Lasso, and the Gremlins animated show, which was a great breath of fresh air if you're into that kind of stuff. Hundreds of other shows and movies. We're getting into Justified in 3 weeks. Check the link in the description for Patreon. Full unedited everything, if not. Campaign 2. Episode 70, Mighty Nine Time. All right.
So you guys
we also got
regathered,
Nancy Fancy Pants.
A day spent keeping watch,
almost drowy
going
fancy
about your
pants.
business and preparing for the next leg of your journey, whatever that may be. Is there anything else you wish to discuss or go over before night's rest comes to you?
Night's rest.
Night's rest.
Whoa.
I'm asking, like, is there anything else you want to
Yeah.
do in the day?
Yeah.
I was gonna say that happened
Is there
quickly.
any full?
We were just
I
talking
mean, I
about
know where we are.
looking for
Is there any
men
sign
of
foliage
plumage.
of any kind around here? Is it all just wasteland?
But then Ford said,
On
like,
this end, you can
he
see
thought
bits of
twice, so
kind
I
of
guess
dried scrub
we might
brush.
just
It's not quite
take a
as
long rest.
bad as the barbed fields were directly. You can see, especially along the base
I
where
also
the
said in the
mountains are,
Patreon hour,
there are
12
areas of
hours
some
of
very
videos and live
hardy
stream
kind of
yesterday.
desert
My voice
plant
is
life
kind of shot.
that
Apologies.
seem to exist and subsist around
If I
the
keep
vicinity.
clearing my throat, it's my voice.
Yep. Yeah.
The singing
do you
bush
have any more
from the Three
sending
Amigos.
ability
Lovely.
today?
I have my
got one more
El
I can
Guapo
do.
shirt I wear
Maybe
sometimes.
it
You've seen it.
wouldn't be a bad idea to
Definitely
check in
worn it
on
many times in Critical Role.
either my hubby or perhaps Shakasta.
With old Edith.
Which one do you want?
Oh boy. that's
I'd
a
say
tough
go to
choice.
Yeza. I'd say Yeza.
What's that?
I'm getting ready to send.
Oh.
Send
I
copy.
thought you were gonna punch me in the face.
Yeah, get ready to send.
Message sent and received.
I don't think hubby's in danger yet. Maybe.
I would go to Yeza.
Well, not
I
that
feel
I-
like
when we
Shakasta-
go back, it's hard to predict what is about to happen. You could be thrown in prison. I don't think so. We could be sent off somewhere else or pulled into intrigue. Do you know in advance what you want to do?
Yeah, I would go to
Your
Yeza.
husband
I feel like
is there.
Shakasta's got
I
old
wanted
to see
Edith and our
what's
child
happening.
under
I wanted
control.
him to be safe, but I don't know anyone who can take care of him in Rosanna. Maybe I was thinking Beauregard's friend, but she's never met him, has she? Was she there with
Not
us?
that I know of.
No.
She hasn't. We haven't seen her there yet.
Yeah. So
But I know she was on her way.
there's no one.
Dairon? Or is he talking
in
about
the
Dairon?
cellar
You met her in Asarius,
in Asarius.
and you set up plans to meet in Rosona and have not done so.
Oh, shit. Okay.
We don't have anyone in Rosanna that we can trust. So I don't know. He can't just run.
I could
We could at least get word
I
to
should
Yeza,
probably
though.
reach out to her.
Yeah.
So, huh?
You're that friend. You're that
Oh, am I
friend.
sending a message to you guys?
I love it.
Shikasa, just ask if he's
You're
gotten to
that
my son
friend.
yet.
I should
Okay.
reach out, but I don't feel like it.
Luke.
Okay,
Luck.
sending a message.
All right.
Cost.
So,
nothing. I'm
Shakasta,
thinking it in my head.
Luke, and old Edith. I mean, I don't disagree with this. I
Hey.
would have rather talked to Yeza. I think
It's
Shakasta's
just
fine.
have you got to Luke yet? Woof. Things are crazy.
Woof.
Let me know where you guys are. Not really wondering. Thank you.
Nice. Good.
Quality.
Hey, just a
Maybe. Hey, just a baby. Shakasta.
Every time.
Don't you worry.
Kari.
Go ahead and just finish.
We haven't had him.
dropping
Are we going to get Kari
that
again?
boy and that
Kari
old lady off
Peyton.
down in Nicodranus and making my way back north.
Oh,
I got you.
I got you.
wow.
This is amazing.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
I have the hiccups halfway.
assuming
Like I'm
that I
like
told you
almost
everything.
You just
hiccups.
told me.
I haven't
already.
hiccuped yet.
Oh, you were so excited. You
Yeah,
blurted it
say
out.
it.
I
Right
assumed.
along
I mean,
with
you know,
Wow.
you never know. But I assumed Shakasta
amazing.
would have this
He's- I
under
mean, that's
control.
so much faster than I
Shakasta
thought
is
he
the
was going to.
man.
Any other details did you get?
I almost
He
feel like
just
it was
says
a
it's
waste of a
right.
message,
He called me
but
baby.
it's not a waste because we
think?
didn't know for sure.
No.
Now we know
No,
for sure.
not-
I think
Shakasta's
it's
got
not
it
your
under
type.
control.
No, I mean, I don't
Called
think
me
I'm his
baby.
type.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe I am. I don't know.
We're also going to
Who do you
sleep.
think? What do you think his
soon,
type is?
so I feel like
What
we
would be
could
Shakasta's
message-
type.
Someone
regain
really
it.
cool.
Well, you're cool.
Yeah, but I mean, like, someone, like, chill and cool.
You're not chill.
No.
You're not chilling on it. Oh.
Very true.
You know who is chill? Was Yasha. Yasha was kind
Oh.
of chill
Now we're bringing up
She was
Yasha.
really
before
chill.
she tried to kill us all
She didn't try to kill all of us.
Yeah, just
you know,
one or
four.
two of us.
and me.
And you,
One or two of us.
She would have killed you too.
Yeah.
Probably.
She went
She
after
was
Not
chill.
first, then
But
went
not
after
cool.
Ford. Ford
Not, I
dropped,
don't know,
regained,
again, if
almost
we will
lost it.
have the ability or the time when we are back in Rosanna, but we could. I've already voiced my reservations about your family and everything in Petronas, but we could bring your husband to your child.
Well, now that our
Wow.
child's in Nicodranus, that's exactly what I would like to do. Yes.
Yes, we could visit Eustace Tower if we are granted the time.
Yes. Yes, that would be incredible
That would be great.
if we are lucky enough to be free that long.
We'll find out.
We'll
in
find
the
out
morning.
tomorrow.
Everybody sleep well.
All right. right, so
Look
you
at
guys are.
Caleb's
You
face.
finished out the day? All right.
Liam is like,
Yes.
all right. I feel like
As you are
Liam is
resting,
got a lot to say that he's just like holding
with
in
the evening.
because
Or are we
the
not taking
majority
shifts?
is all over the place, or everyone's all over the
Oh
place.
shit! What is happening? I feel like I should.
The slide whistle.
Guys,
I was like,
got
what
a
was
slide
that?
Whistle at the ready room.
You want to talk to the traveler?
I feel like I should talk to him before we go to bed.
I think
Or
she
if
should
everybody
too.
else is going to sleep, I would stay.
I was going to suggest that somebody that we do the shift thing as well, but so that someone is awake.
Well, we'll say Jester takes first watch. Yeah, she's.
All right, so we're taking shifts. Jester takes first, talks
I'll
to the
start
traveler while
by,
everyone's asleep.
You know, drawing in my journal. And I'll draw just Yasha's eyes. I'll try to get them how they used to be and then how they looked in the scry. The difference. And I'll just say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I haven't talked to you as much. I don't know what's going on.
Like the music.
I feel
can hear
kind
it
of
quite well.
lost.
Is that it?
Are you there?
I was gonna say, is that it? Is she? I wasn't sure if she was
In a
done.
warm, humid interior from your friends sleeping nearby drifts to a colder sensation, and you, out of the periphery of your eye, see the cloak kind of whip. And as you're sitting there, you sense the presence of the traveler sit there next to you, the hood kind of leaning into the other side of your periphery. It's all right, you've been busy. As have I.
Yeah.
But a measly couple months from now, you'll get to meet the rest of your family.
Yeah, a couple months, huh? Do you have a location yet?
That's actually why I wanted to talk to you.
What is
And he
happening?
kind of draws back into a
I
sitting
feel like there's
position. I'm considering where to hold the grand gathering. I was thinking maybe the island of Rumblecusp off the Menagerie coast. Do you have any suggestions?
Rumblecusp.
Rumblecusp? Have I heard of that place before?
You've heard it, but you've never been there.
Rumblecusp. I don't remember
What's
us
special
ever
about
hearing about it.
Rumblecusp?
I don't know. It's remote. Probably very pretty. And I've never been.
Well, if it's pretty and tropical, you know,
The Gathering,
that would be
Rumblecusp,
nice.
Menagerie Coast.
I mean, anywhere close to Nicodranus, you know, is going to be very pretty.
Have you any other suggestions yourself?
Oh, well,
Interesting. Not where I thought this conversation was
probably
going.
not anywhere in the Empire, or probably not anywhere in Jorhas. There's crazy stuff going on here, you know.
So I've been hearing.
I mean, well, I guess if it's a couple months away, I was going to say, I hear that the north is pretty cool right now. There's like a volcano or something that is supposed to be pretty popular, but
Are you really pushing for a volcano suggestion?
Oh my god, I was gonna say, yeah.
that would be kind of crazy, right? To have a bunch of people gathered in the volcano.
Make a persuasion check.
I mean, that is chaotic to the extreme.
This can end
Let's have the
so
gathering
well.
at the volcano.
Natural 20.
Oh my god. Natural 20.
unique.
Persuasion to have a gathering at the volcano.
The journey would be challenging, but
Which
with enough warning.
who your real followers were.
It would show
But
who
you
your
know,
real followers
if
were.
you want to hold it somewhere that's way prettier, I understand, you know. That's a really good option too.
I trust your judgment, Chester.
With a natural 20, we could have a volcano gathering.
A
Do we do
volcano
it?
will be interesting.
I mean, do we push
I
for
can
that?
check it out beforehand if
Yeah,
you
you might want
and then
to
let
do
you
some
know.
recon.
Certainly.
Don't go
but I have to
suggesting.
know
I mean, it would be chaotic
I have
and
to send out the
insane.
invitations.
Oh my god, we could literally have a volcano gathering if
Right.
we wanted to, pretty much, at this point. Look at Talon's face. He's like, yeah.
Were you there in the cave?
I like where she went with it. She's like, you definitely would know
Never
your
far.
true followers. Yeah, you're only going to get the dedicated followers going to a
It's
volcano
really
gathering.
hard.
I know.
There's so many things in the world, and I thought it would be really cool to see it all, and some of it is really pretty. You know, like we saw a cavern that was full of crystals. You would actually really like that. Maybe we should have the convention there, I'm not sure.
You tell me.
But a lot of it is just really sad, and a lot of people getting hurt, and
The traveler's literally saying, you tell me where to have
He
it
reaches
at this
forward,
point. Because
and
you
the
rolled
billowing robe,
gloriously.
his fingers kind of just brush the bit of hair out of your face. It is a very beautiful world. And it's a very sad world. But there is beauty in sadness too.
yeah.
Without those moments, it's hard to appreciate.
I was going to say, typical thing,
Beauty.
without the bad times, you don't appreciate the good times. I mean,
I didn't know how wonderful,
to a certain extent.
you know, home was, and how wonderful, really.
You shouldn't
my
have
home
to
is until
experience
I saw a lot of
horribly
other people
bad
out there.
times, but you definitely will greater appreciate the good times if you experience really
You'll
bad
be sad
shit.
again. To live is to be sad, time and time again.
To live
But you also get to be happy.
is to be sad, but you also get to be happy.
You
It's
get to be
very
playful.
cryptic, but I get it.
You get to be mischievous.
Yeah.
Just know, no matter where you are, I'm not far.
I feel like the traveler in this go around is
And also
super
know,
awesome. Sometimes the traveler's a little odd, a little different, a little
you're not
pushback.
the only one being watched over in your merry band. There are many voices, many eyes upon you.
Do you ever talk to the other gods?
There isn't much of a line of communication, if that's what you're asking.
Oh, I didn't know.
But wherever your friend Yasha is, I'm sure there's some very powerful eyes on her that never left.
Really? Good ones? Helpful ones?
Both.
I've seen the storm myself.
The storm,
Have faith.
I like that.
After all, without faith, what am I?
Really cool?
Zit.
A volcano.
A volcano, we're still going back to the, I mean, a natural 20.
Interesting. I like it.
Oh, God. We might have a volcano gathering. I mean, it's not the worst thing, as long as a
Just kind of
volcano doesn't
dissipate
erupt while we're
into the
there.
wind.
We take the proper precautions.
Just killed all travel.
You just killed all of Traveler Con.
Turns into
Jester
Fire
versus
Fest.
volcano.
That's what I was thinking. Joe versus the volcano.
Oh no!
Joe versus the volcano. Jump in the volcano.
Oh,
Have you ever seen it? Tom Hanks.
Oh my god.
80s movie. Very bizarre.
One of Traveler got him.
Day one of Traveler
It's
Con.
just a blue square.
Oh no. Oh, the memes will only get worse from here.
I'm so sorry, Internet.
That's okay. Well, at the end of your watch, as you are all sleeping,
We might be done with this.
Jester nods off in the comfort. of
I
the
feel like this
traveler's
could be the
presence.
end of our Mighty Nine time.
I toss and turn, hoping to hear thunder again.
Understood.
Uh,
Roll a perception check.
Understood. Understood. I like how Matt said that. I roll around hoping to hear
Is it
thunder.
cocked?
It's kind of leaning.
But is it cocked?
The D20 has been drinking.
11.
11. You think for a moment you hear the rolling sound of thunder.
She's like, tell me that's cocked, but it's 11.
But listening, there's no follow-up. Might have been just in your head.
Forward stomach.
Probably.
Marisha wanted so badly for it
But
to
the
be
evening
cocked.
goes by without issue.
Fuck you.
But the evening goes by.
Sneak.
We'll pick up here after a break.
That's the break. I was gonna
in
say,
the
it looks like
morning
we're
and
break
whatever your
time.
next stage in this journey is going to be, now that you've had a night's rest.
I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Seriously.
That was a check in it.
I thought it was an interesting
episode
traveler
beginning there.
discussion. Most of what we just saw
check-in.
was the
Fought a
traveler.
lot.
It was, I know.
For
Well,
what
it was,
time?
man, it needed to happen. There was the you guys had a lot to unpack.
Yeah.
So, before we go on our break, let me go ahead and
Do a
introduce you
Wormwood
guys
giveaway?
to our giveaway of the evening. We have from our friends at Wormwood, the Wenge Pride Vault, which we see on
Wenge
Talks Machina.
Pride Vault.
So cool.
Very
It is also
pretty
Pride
celebration
Month right
of
now.
Pride 2019.
Pride
It is
2019,
your
4
dice
years
vault
ago.
in many colors.
4 years
This will
ago.
go to one lucky winner in
And it is Pride
the
Month
chat.
right now. We got like a week left
The
for Pride Month.
code word tonight is escalation. It's escalation. So,
Don't know how I feel
yeah,
about that.
still works, right?
I was gonna say that's
Remember, enter
an
once,
interesting
only
word
once,
to use.
You're
Matt.
disqualified for people in the U.S. and Canada, excluding Quebec. We'll come back with a winner in just a few moments. See you soon.
Oh,
God damn it, Scott.
you bad.
So we end with the slide flute, or the slide whistle, I should say. I keep calling it different things. We got the ad starting episode 70. So, all right. So we got the slide whistle for the majority of episode 70. I'm assuming we're going to keep it around. I dig it. It was something useful to distract Matt. But this whole Mighty Nine time, the 20 minutes or so that we just got after the Patreon Hour exclusive, most of it was dedicated to us deciding to go to sleep and then talking to the traveler. We discussed other things like, is the Stormlord watching over Yasha? We also messaged Shikasta. Yeza, I feel like, would be in way worse positioning, let's say. I'm assuming the best. I'm assuming Shikasta has gone and got Luke, and old Edith is with us still, or did we just take Luke? I don't remember that specifically, but either way, Shikasta is with Luke. He said, no problem, baby. I'm making my way to Nicodranus, or whatever the heck he said. Everything's fine. I expected Shikasta to come through and do what he needed to do to secure our child. So in my mind, Yeza is probably way more fragile. He's probably freaking out, nervous, doesn't know what to do, but Sam was like, what are we going to do? Get message to him that we're still not coming and there's no one to really help you, so sit tight. I think that would have been enough. Even though we wouldn't have gotten much out of it, I feel like just giving peace of mind to Yeza would have been something, but we didn't. So I guess Yeza is just going to sit tight and assume that we know he is there and that we are doing our best. I also like that we tapped into Bo being that friend where you should probably get a hold of Dairon because you said you'd meet her in Rosanna and you never did. We haven't seen her since Asarius. And Bo's just like, yeah, I probably should, but we're not going to really talk about it or think about it right now. We sit, watch, we talk to the traveler, we roll a natural 20, and we entertain the idea of having a volcano traveler con in which we all gather around an active volcano. I mean, I don't know how active it is. I'm assuming we could have a volcano gathering and not have anything bad happen, but because it is what it is, I assume the worst. And I don't think a volcano gathering is probably what we should do, even though it would be highly entertaining. Natural 20, the traveler's like, yo, whatever you want to do, you let me know. We talked about possibly doing it in the Crystal Cavern. The traveler was talking about Rumblecusp? I think it was Rumblecusp. Never heard of it. Jester heard of it, but we've never been. That might be the logical solution because the traveler suggested it. But then we talked about, do you talk to other gods? Do you communicate? There is no line of communication, but I would think, according to the traveler's words, he said himself, I wouldn't be surprised if the Stormlord isn't far. We're getting all sorts of hints and clues that Yasha is being protected by her Stormlord, so to speak, and that this is all out of her control, I feel like. And then we ended it with Bo being like, yo, I'm tossing and turning in bed. I wish I could hear or feel something from the Stormlord to know that Yasha's all right. we rolled it. She said, please tell me it's cocked, but everyone looked like, it's not really cocked. And then 4 did something. Travis hit it and flicked it, and we're like, all right, it's an 11. So I'm assuming we agreed it wasn't cocked. It might have barely just been almost there, but not enough. We roll an 11, and Matt's like, you kind of feel like you heard something, but you don't know for sure, and it might be in your head. We all go to sleep. Nothing happens. We go through the first watch without a hitch, and then we ended it for the break. We're going to continue it in the live stream. There's about an hour and a half, I guess. Let's see what we got. Actually, it's more than I thought. We're going to get a solid hour and 30 minutes, maybe a couple minutes less, but that's not too bad. I know next week's, because I went ahead and looked after the live stream, I accidentally went to 71 instead of 70, and I saw from the break on. So it didn't spoil anything because I didn't listen. I had no audio. But the next one, the next live stream is barely an hour and 5 minutes, I feel like. So that'll be a shorter one. This coming Friday, we have an hour and 30. Like I said, we already have seen Escape from Bloodkeep episode 5. This won't be dropped till Monday or Tuesday. We're doing it Sunday. So if you are seeing this now and you missed it the Sunday that just passed, we did episode 5, Escape from the Bloodkeep, and we're going to finish the last 2, episodes 6 and 7, the 3rd or 4th week of July, and then the 3rd or 4th week of August, right before I go to Dragon Con. We will finalize and put into the books Escape from Bloodkeep. So look in the description below for Patreon for all of Critical Role that you don't see on YouTube. Campaign 2, Patreon hour exclusive for every episode. Vox Machina Season 1 and 2. Barry, Ted Lasso, Gremlins all just ended. Always Sunny Season 16 going on right now. Justified, the sequel show. I think it's 10 or 15 years in the future. Starts in 3 weeks. Hundreds of other movies and shows. Check in the description for the link for Patreon. If not, comments down below. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.